Welcome to Everything. My name is John. Wanted to go over my kind of opinion, and I wanted to hear you guys' opinion on these from Ridgid. This is the faucet and sink installer. They do have a couple versions of these. I believe this is the older version. I've had it for a while now. As you can kind of tell, it's been used. So I have likes about it, obviously, and I have dislikes about it. First things first, though, it does not replace a basin wrench in my job. Basically, it'd be nice if it did, but it does not. And I'll get into the reasons of that a little bit later. But I want to talk about what it is used for. So obviously, faucet sink installing. It's kind of a multi-purpose tool to aid in helping install faucets. Has a lot of handy features, a lot of good features. So number one is this little guy right here. So it just pulls it out and it installs in these slits right there. These slits are also used to take out plastic nuts underneath faucets. If you take a lot of faucets out, you know those can be a pain in the ass sometimes. So, sink basket. Fits a bunch of different types of sink baskets and will hold it so you can tighten something up and it won't slide around on you. You can do this from above or below, which is kind of nice because it's long enough to reach it from below. If you're installing a sink basket underneath the kitchen sink and you don't have to keep running above, or you don't have anyone to hold. I've used used needle nose for a long time. Just throw a pair of needle nose in there. But this does seem to hold them better than just throw a needle nose in there. So this can pull out, obviously. This is actually for like a screwdriver, and this is for a wrench if you want to put a wrench on this and spin it for up here. Now up here, right here, okay, this fits a couple different types of nuts. With the smallest, I believe, being this right here, the 3/4. I've threaded one of these on a small brass nipple. This is like the nut you put on a faucet, basically. It comes with these. And it will spin it. I'll show you right here. I'll just spin the nipple, so that'll hold it. Again, that's the small size. It does have a little bit bigger one. I've never used the bigger one. I'm not even necessarily sure what that's for. Now, another thing. This comes out, and this can be swapped around too for this little guy right there. This can be used to, I've actually used this to spin multi-turn valves and stuff like that. And it has another plastic nut spinner right here. What's cool about this is I don't actually have a faucet supply line on me, but it'll fit right in. The supply line will fit right in. This is a toilet supply line, and then if you're spinning anything, that's another good thing about this, is if you're on this, let's say, and you had your supply line going up the center, just like this, you could just spin it and you wouldn't mess with your supply line. That's really cool. Probably my favorite part about this whole tool. Now, plastic nuts. Let's get to those. So, they're a pain in the ass. Sometimes they'll come off really nice, other times they will not. This does work to pull them off. However, if they are really, really on there, I've had this slip on me a lot. So these little crowns, these little points here will slip off. And that's at the point where, like, I'm surprised that the plastic nut tabs don't break off. So I have been able to pull them off with this after not being able to use this. This is just an old Ridgid basin wrench I've had for a long time. Still works well. It's getting a little weak in the spring joint here. There's a little thing coming out of it too. But if it gets to that point, most of the time I use a multi-tool and just cut a side of it off and then pry it off with a screwdriver, or cut a couple sides off and it falls right off. But that is kind of something I have noticed with this. The newer ones might be better, but I'm not entirely sure. It does have a good hold on it. You can hold it right in the middle. It has a good flat spot here, and you get a decent amount of torque on it. So I think they make other attachments too. You can get for them. Like I said, the newer ones are like square in shape, and they have a couple different tools on them too. But if you guys are interested in that, I may end up picking one up and do a video on it and see the differences in it. Yeah, I don't have too much else on it. I don't think. I do like it. I bring it with me when I do faucets. Mostly old Deltas I use it for. The Moens, they use a little nut in the plastic or the brass or steel like bowl, which I hate. I hate those too. Those are annoying. But I don't use this for that. Use the good old basin wrench. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. Thank you so much.